Hello. Hang on. Give it a sec.
Hello, and welcome to this thing we're doing.
No. Hang on. What if I...
Hello, and welcome to this thing we're doing.
Okay.
I'm Sarah-Hazen Bask. With me is my co-host, Kaeden. This is 'Cause We Can podcasts. Not commentaries.
We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get to it. News.
News. Stan Lee died.
I know.
He was 95, I believe.
95, yeah.
Yeah. Good age.
Like, he was 95.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was a surprise. Everyone kind of thought it would be coming soon. Well, it's not like people were, like, predicting or anything, but it's like...
hard.
But it's like, it's not like we weren't prepared. It wasn't surprising news.
No, it wasn't surprising, but sad.
Yeah, but sad.
Yeah,
Still.
and then you see everyone talking about all of his cameos. They're all great. I hadn't seen that one with the animated
The
Titans.
Teen Titans
He's
Go,
like,
the movie. I hadn't seen that one either.
He's like, I don't care, it's DC. I just love cameos. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was great.
It's the best one yet.
I don't know. I still really like the one from Amazing Spider-Man, too. I mean, one.
What do you think they're doing in the future for his cameos?
I think he has 4 recorded.
4 recorded?
Or maybe it was 4 Avengers 4. I'm feeling the number 4.
The letter 4.
The number 4. I know they had more than one.
Yeah.
But I know they have the Avengers 4 one. Because that movie's pretty much done.
Yeah, and
like
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Of course, because that comes out before. So those 2 are done filming long time ago. So
I think they had a
those.
couple filmed.
I think they had a couple after, yeah, but I don't know how many.
We will see as the movies come out what they decide to do.
Yeah.
They might also have like unused footage as well.
Yeah.
Like they're
or
doing
they
with
just
characters.
use old Stan Lee cameos.
That's right. Just reinsert the cameos. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But definitely sad.
For sure.
Is there other news?
There is other news.
Oh,
You ready for some Star Wars news?
sure.
Some Mandalorian news?
Sure.
Some casting news?
Sure.
Some Pedro Pascal and Gina Carano news?
Okay, I don't know who those people are, so.
Same here. I just know Pedro Pascal was in Game of Thrones, apparently, because people said he was. Gina Carano, don't know.
So they've been cast and that's the news?
Basically. Well, they were been cast before because they've already started working on it, but now it's been released that they've been cast.
Oh, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, we know they've been cast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know, casting news for me is never that interesting. Sometimes it can be.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know what the character's gonna be anyway. If it was like an iconic character, like when they cast Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, right?
Yeah.
That was like news to me. Like I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because I know what the Joker is. This I have no idea.
Yeah.
They're people I don't know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, cool.
For sure.
Good for them, getting the job.
Of course. Yeah. We know how hard... I had a conversation with a guy yesterday at a bar about how hard it is to get into the acting business.
Yeah. Good for them, getting the job.
Exactly.
It's hard to get any job.
Yeah.
But
Especially
definitely
acting.
But especially acting, yeah.
Yeah. Ready for some more Star Wars news?
Always.
You know of the theme park they're making in Disney?
I did know. But tell me more.
Did you know what it was called?
I didn't know. I had heard or read or rumored that there was a Star Wars park coming.
Yeah.
But also Toy Story?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not crazy, right?
You're not crazy.
Right.
They're
Well,
doing both.
I'm crazy, but anyway.
Galaxy's Edge is what it's called. We already knew that. And it's on Batuu. It's like a resort on the Star Wars planet of Batuu.
Yeah.
Is like the theme of it, which is nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
not just like, I don't know.
Not just like random Star Wars stuff everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is it like is it in like Magic Kingdom, or is it
it's in Hollywood Studios, formerly MGM Studios.
Oh right, yeah, because I noticed that the other day when I was fantasizing about my vacation prospects that it was called something different, but I thought it was just called MGM Hollywood Studios, and I just went on from there. So it's going to be an MGM. Yeah. Because there's not much going on there anyway.
Yeah.
They just have the Tower.
And they already have the Star Wars stuff there too.
Yeah, they already had some
Star Tours.
Yeah.
But this is not news. This is known. What I just said. What is news is they released some info about the rides.
Oh, cool.
And they also said that John Williams is composing an original theme for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And the 2 rides that they announced, that released trailers for them.
Trailers. I love that.
That I called them trailers?
Yep.
That's what they are.
I know.
Basically.
That's why I said I love it.
But the one where you get to fly the Millennium Falcon is called Smuggler's Run.
Nice.
And then Rise of the Resistance is the other one. And I don't know. That trailer wasn't super clear of what you're doing. I think that's the one where you get to choose either New Order or Resistance, and then you're like in a battle or something. Okay.
When is this opening?
It opened summer 2019, so next summer. Next summer in Disneyland, next fall in Disney World.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just like
because they're releasing it in both places.
Because just like there's going to be a new Harry Potter ride in 2019. Yeah. That's old news, but I'm still excited about it. Yeah. They announced it, but there's no information. There's no trailers or anything. Yeah. I looked up yesterday.
And the next thing is probably some news you might not care about.
Oh, I always care.
Do you know what the Criterion Collection is?
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What is it then, Kaeden?
Don't call me out.
You don't know it?
No idea.
Criterion Collection is like a fancy collection of, or it's like a catalog of films, like most of my 101 movies you have to see before you die. Most of those type of films.
1001.
That's the word. It's not 101 Dalmatians. Sorry. 101 Dalmatians. Yeah. No, 1001 movies you must see before you die book that I'm staring at right now. A lot of those, it's like the very prestigious kind of collection. It's like a very fancy. You can buy them individually, or sometimes they come in packs, but like a director pack or something. But like they're usually very fancy and have loads of special features and such. Yeah. Yeah.
And the news about that is?
They're making a streaming service.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, a lot of great
movies. Do care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Everybody's making a streaming service. Yeah. So that's fun. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in the next few years, it's going to be super easy to watch, like, all sorts of things. Whereas now it's like, oh, that's no longer on Netflix. Or is that on Crave? Do we have that? Yeah. There'll be so many that will be... Yeah, you'll have to subscribe to a few, but still, like, then you'll have...
Yeah, covered. And I feel like overall it's cheaper than just getting a cable package, too.
Yeah, or them buying the DVD or the Blu-ray.
Yeah, and then you have it on demand too, as opposed to cable or satellite.
Like, yeah, you get your favorites maybe on Blu-ray, but like then you can watch just whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. We saw trailers.
We did see trailers. Let's talk about the ones we saw in the movie theater first.
In the theater first? Okay.
Yeah. So we went
to see a movie.
We'll talk about that later.
You'll be excited.
Yes. Anyway. So
and by you, I mean Kaeden, not the audience.
I'm excited.
You might be excited too, but I mean Kaeden is excited.
Okay, so we saw the trailer for Dumbo. I have never seen Dumbo.
Like the original.
Like the cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the original. Who knows anymore?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Anyway, I've never seen Dumbo.
Same here.
Like, I feel like I've seen little bits and pieces. Yeah. Like, when I was really young.
But you've never, like, sat down and watched the whole thing.
I don't know the story.
I know for me, it's, like, one of those movies, like, you know when you're a kid and you go to, like, dance practice and this practice and something. Excuse me. And there'll just be TVs everywhere while you're waiting to do your thing. And there'd be, oh, Dumbo's playing on the TV. I'll watch this for 5 seconds. Oh, I gotta go? Okay, bye, Dumbo. You know?
Yeah.
Just... like, it's playing, but you're not really watching it.
Yeah. And I have much younger siblings, and they never watched Dumbo either.
Yeah.
So I didn't even see it as, like, a teenager.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm like, oh.
Because it's not the most popular Disney movie.
Yeah, and, like, the trailer looks fine. It looks like what I understand happens in the movie, the cartoon movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright.
Did any of the animals talk in that trailer? Because that's something I thought I noticed, is no one seemed to be talking except people.
It's Tim Burton, isn't it?
I think it is, actually.
That might be interesting. I don't know if I'd see it. I don't think they talked.
Okay. Is it Tim Burton? I knew he was doing another Disney movie.
I'm pretty sure it was Tim Burton. I don't think that I'm gonna, like, go out of my way to see it.
Yeah.
I might see it. Like, I went out of my way to see Beauty and the Beast, because that's my favorite. Yeah. But I don't know Dumbo because I don't know it. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not... I've said this before when we talked about Aladdin, but I don't want to see live-action remakes of Disney movies because the part of the charm of a Disney movie is the animation.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go to see... I'm not going to go to see a live-action version of a movie that I love its animation for.
Like The Grinch. The live-action ones suck. Because the best one is that 20-minute...
Boris Karloff.
Yes.
Who's also Frankenstein.
Yes.
Did you know any of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know his name, but yeah. But now that you say it, I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Another trailer I saw, which was Alita Battle Angel, based off the anime.
And we both turned to each other being like, didn't that movie already come out?
Yeah, we thought it would be out by now, because, like, we've been seeing trailers of it, like, all year, it seems.
Yeah, and then I didn't see them for a while, so I assumed it had come out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we see it again, I'm like, oh, isn't that out, like, a year ago?
Yeah, and that was kind of the same for me for, maybe not for Mortal Engines, but, like, it's still one of those, because I feel like I saw both those trailers around the same time.
I had never seen the trailer for Mortal Engines and was a bit confused.
Yeah. Which brings us to our next trailer, Mortal Engines.
But I have something else to say about Alita. She looks freaking creepy, man.
With the big eyes?
Yeah.
I think she looks cute.
Like, she's cute, but the first time you see it,
it's
the first part of this trailer, it's like, and then you have to get used to it.
Yeah, it's a little uncanny valley.
Yeah. But it's like, and then as the trailer progresses, you're like, all right. But yeah.
I also find I tend to be attracted to weird looking, abnormal people. Like redheads.
What?
Because they're a dying species.
That's like super offensive.
What?
The redhead people.
It's offensive? That I'm attracted to them?
Don't you think they're odd looking?
I'm not saying they're odd looking, I'm saying they're rare.
Oh. Okay.
Like how I also think albino people are cute. Because they're rare.
I get you. So about Mortal Engines.
That looks like an interesting movie. Peter Jackson. It's a different tone than we're used to Peter Jackson a bit.
Yeah.
Mostly because we're used to Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
What else has he done? I know he's done something else that was kind of big. But I forget what it was.
So obviously it wasn't that big.
He did King Kong. He did the King Kong, the 2000 something one.
With Jack Black?
Yeah, the one with Jack Black in it.
Okay, I'll see it.
Yeah.
I'm more excited to see something like that than Dumbo. Or Alita. I'm not really caring about that.
Alita looks fun. But
I watch it more on Netflix, I think.
Yeah. I don't know it quite as much. It's like, it's not, of all the anime movies to possibly make, that's not the one that's like, ooh, I really want to see it. Because it's not a very popular anime, I don't think. It's a good one. Yeah, it's based on... That's why the big eyes.
Oh, God.
To make it look more anime. I assume.
Really?
Or at least that's what people think. Just because the anime has big eyes. Anime period has big eyes. So Mortal Engines. Yeah.
I'll
fun.
see it, I guess.
We also saw a trailer for Bumblebee.
I hate Transformers.
The live action ones?
Just in general.
What?
I've never seen the cartoon, so okay. I can't say anything. But I remember sitting in Transformers 2.
You need to see the animated Transformers the movie. Because that is like one of the best animated movies, period.
Alright. A strong endorsement there. But I remember watching the first Transformers movie.
Yeah.
We rented it from Rogers Video. That's how old this was.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep in the same part both times I tried to watch it.
Nice.
So I think I never finished that movie. And then
We've seen it all. I saw 1, 2, and 3 in theaters, and then after that was like, fuck this.
I saw 2 in theaters and had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And was just like bored and ready to leave.
Because it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
And boring movie. It's just, they're very retready. They tend to go to the same types of places a lot for their big action scene. It's always either in a city or a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not fun, because if you look at action movies with big sequels, the sequels always have a different setup for the climax. The big set piece is not always is usually not the same as the last one.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're always fighting in a city or in a desert is kind of like we've been there already.
Do they ever go to space?
I don't know. I've stopped watching after the third one.
There's more than 3.
It's like 5.
God.
Because there's...
Is Shia LaBeouf in them?
He's in 1 to 3. And then that's Mark Wahlberg. Oh, yeah.
All right.
But one is just Transformers.
1 was okay from what I saw.
Yeah. 2 is Transformers. Is that Dark Side of the Moon, or is that Revenge of the Fallen?
Okay, you're going way above my head here. I know that the one is called Optimus Prime and one is called Bumblebee. That's all I know.
The Transformers. No, I'm asking the names of the movies.
I know.
Yeah.
But I don't even know the names of the characters. How am I supposed to know the names of the movies?
Either 2 or 3 was Dark Side of the Moon, and the other one was Revenge of the Fallen. I don't remember. See, this is how bad they are, because I keep getting the 2 mixed up. 3, I think, was 4. I said 3. 4, I think, is Age of Extinction, is when they introduced the Dinobots.
I have
5
no
is
opinion.
the last one, which I don't remember what it's called. And then now there's Bumblebee. This actually looks fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I might see this one.
Like, it looks better than the other Transformers.
If I needed to see a movie to do, I don't know, this podcast or something. I'd see that, I guess. Like, I would, I guess.
And all the designs are a lot better they're closer to the show. They're a lot more nice looking, not all those jagged edges.
Yeah.
Because most of the design, especially the Decepticons, most of the designs in the freaking live action Transformer movies are like just moving pieces of metal. There's no design to them, and a lot of them, they're not even like can physically transform into that model. Like, that's not possible for a lot of them. So
we also saw, are we done talking about Transformers?
Are we?
There was another trailer we forgot to write down.
What?
Aquaman.
Oh,
for the IMAX.
Right.
It had like a scene and then like a trailer.
Right.
It was like a couple of like
fine.
things.
I like that one.
I was like, I don't know
it looks
anything
good.
about Aquaman. I have not seen any of the Justice League movies.
It actually looks good, surprisingly. We talked about Aquaman before, right?
We talked about the costume or something.
Right.
But this was like the special for the IMAX theaters.
Well, I've seen that trailer before. It's not new.
Well, that's what it said. I hadn't seen the trailer.
I think it's more... It's James Wan who's directing it. Of Insidious. And he also did Furious 7, I think. Fast and Furious.
I've never watched any of those.
They're actually surprisingly good.
I know that. I have to see them. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I just one day was like, okay, I'll watch these movies. Because I had no interest in it. I'm not a car person. I just thought they were mindless action movies. Yeah. But then I started watching them and I'm like, these are actually pretty good. And fun. They're fun, too. Like, even some of the bad parts of them are fun. But yeah.
It was okay. I don't know. I feel I'm out of the loop on this DC movies. I haven't seen Wonder Woman. I haven't seen Justice League. Mm-hmm. I saw Batman vs. Superman and didn't like it, and I was kind of done.
Yeah, Batman v Superman sucked. Haven't seen Justice League. I hear it sucks. Suicide Squad I liked.
I was...
Most people don't like it.
Suicide Squad.
Most people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it enough.
Well, that's good. We have it on DVD.
It wasn't like bad, basically.
It was fine, but it didn't entice me to watch more of the series.
Yeah, but Justice League I never saw because I was like didn't want to watch it. It looked bad. I was not gonna see something that I think looks bad.
So and then when this Aquaman's coming out, and I'm like, I don't care, really. Sure.
It looks good. It looks like a fun time, and it also looks like it's not heavily connected. Like, you don't have to have seen Justice League beforehand.
Well, better not need to, because I might want to see this one, and I haven't seen Justice League.
Let's just do a whole DCU marathon one day.
All right. I'll do it. I mean, like...
There's not that many of those yet, because it's Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
Justice League. So there's like 5 before Aquaman.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, only one I haven't seen. It's been a while since I've seen Man of Steel, though. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that was all the trailers we saw.
Okay. Shut up, phone. Before the podcast, you were trying to say something about, what about those other trailers? So.
Wait, we just watched a trailer, 3 trailers right now.
Yeah.
Before the podcast, so let's talk about those.
Right, because we skipped, right, okay.
So let's do those first and then those.
Yeah.
So we saw the 2 teasers for Toy Story 4, which are probably not in the movie, like either of those.
Probably not, yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah. First one, just characters dancing, laughing, ha ha ha. And then you see this, like, spoon guy, and he's all like, I'm not a toy!
Like something a kid made.
Yeah, like a crafts project.
It's pretty funny. And then the other one just sounds like they did some improv and then they animated it.
Yeah, I think it's Key and Peele.
Yeah, it's Key and Peele. I knew that. I actually seen a bit of that one, but didn't realize it was an actual Toy Story teaser. Because I didn't see the whole thing. Yeah. And then I just thought it was an animation. I didn't think of anything of it. Yeah. Until you're like, oh, this is an actual teaser for it. I'm like, really?
Yeah. It's not. It's just like a trailer reaction, basically. Yeah.
It was fine. I love Toy Story. I'm still recovering from Toy Story 3. Mm-hmm. I sobbed like a baby in the theater because I'm the exact same age as Andy in those movies. Oh. Yeah.
What? You were going to college when I was in grade 6?
Well, it was a year off from college.
Okay. What? It can't be right.
Yeah, I'm 5 years older than you.
Oh God, you're 5 years older than me. For some reason, I only think it's 3 or 4. I forget that it's 5.
And I'm that was me going to college, and I'm like, my toys. It scarred me for life, and that's why our house is filled with toys. Nice. I can't bear to think of them going through that landfill.
Makes sense. No.
Literally that basement is full of toys.
What we do know of Toy Story 4 so far of its plot is I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Woody trying to find Bo Peep. Okay. That's what was originally announced as. Yeah. Because if you remember Toy Story 3, Bo Peep's not in it. Yeah. And they say she was sold at a garage sale or something. Oh, okay. But now, after that trailer, they've kind of updated the synopsis a bit, and it's something about when they discover that spoon toy, or when the spoon toys. I don't. Let me
comes
let
to
me
life?
See. Yeah.
At what point does he become a toy versus a craft? That's interesting. Yeah. If that's what they mean.
When a new toy called Forky joins Woody and the gang, a road trip alongside old and new friends reveals how big the world can be for a toy. Which sounds okay.
That sounds interesting.
Just stick to the Find Bo Peep story, please.
I don't mind Forky. That sounds funny.
Yeah. Sounds like it's going to be a road trip movie.
They're all kind of like that.
Not really.
Well, they leave and they go running around the world.
Yeah, but it's not what's that one road trip movie they always play around Christmas with Ice Cube? The actor/rapper Ice Cube, I mean. Not a literal
I know,
Ice
I'm
Cube. You know of that movie.
I know that this movie, I've seen it. I'm like, what is it called?
He's taking his girlfriend's kids to go see the girlfriend or something.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but I know what you mean. Comment below.
Not RV. RV is another road trip movie. That is weird. Okay, but yeah, so
that is my childhood. It's my childhood. Toy Story.
Yeah, it's literally my childhood because I'm pretty sure the first one came out. I'm pretty sure it came out the year I was born.
So I was 5, so I was perfect age to see it.
No, it came out 2 years before I was born. I don't know why I thought it was 9. Oh, I know. It's because on the VHS tape, there's a trailer for Hercules that says summer of 1997 or something. That's why
You just dated yourself.
Yeah. We were just saying I'm 20.
You didn't. I said I'm 5 years older than you. Now you've dated me.
Well, if they can date me, they already know you're 5 years.
I'm an old man.
I'm a young person. I'm always the youngest person at the bar. I never meet someone who's 19. Because it's legal to drink when you're 19 at Canada. Most of Canada, except Alberta and Quebec, where it's 18. The more you know.
All right.
Well, because I figure Americans would be like thinking, 20? Why are you at a bar?
Oh.
Because they're 21.
I know.
I don't know where our audience is from mostly, so. Can we find that out on YouTube?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's stop talking about stalking our audience members.
It's not stalking. We're not gonna, like, individually find out the exact address of every person. 87
Marshmallow Avenue.
I thought that's us.
That is us.
Right.
Alright, let's get into this movie before this podcast gets too long.
Yes.
We watched Fantastic Beasts 2, Crimes of Grindelwald. Is that what it's called?
Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald.
No, I don't think it's called yeah, there's no 2 in there.
Yeah, there's no 2.
We saw it. I'm gonna just say I'm the biggest Harry Potter fan. I wore a tie, a Hufflepuff tie, to the theater.
Yeah.
It was a movie. Let's let Sarah.
And I enjoy Harry Potter, but I don't love it.
Yes.
Let's do quick verbs of all the Harry Potter movies, just so to get a sense, I guess.
Oh, you want me to talk about all the movies?
Opinions.
Okay, so Harry Potter 1, Philosopher's Stone / Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
Came out when I was 7.
Okay.
I saw it for my 7th birthday party.
Nice.
And I'm not even born in November. I would wait till November to go see the movie. Oh, incidentally, this came out as the first on the same day as Harry Potter 1, November 16th.
What?
Fantastic Beasts, this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
I think by chance. They usually have
it's not an anniversary or anything.
No, they just usually do a November release, and it just happened to fall on the same day.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. I saw that on Facebook. So that movie I really liked because, I was 7 or 6.
But overall, in all of Harry Potter, how would you, put it?
The first 2 that were directed by Christopher Columbus feel very different than the rest of the movies. Because then the third one was directed by a different director.
And it kind of helped set the tone.
And it set the tone because now, shit's getting
darker
real. Shit's getting real.
Yeah.
And 3 on, 4 on, really.
Pretty sure people are probably hearing you fiddle with that, and I'm like, what's this noise?
I'm sorry, I fiddle. I'll sit on my hands. So then the 4th one also had a different director. You can just really tell because they all had really different hair in that movie.
Okay, slow down.
What am I saying?
First Harry Potter.
What, I like it? Yes.
But, in your overall list, where would you rank it, probably?
I'll rank at the end.
Okay. So you liked it.
Yeah, and the second one I liked it, but I probably didn't like it as much as the first.
Okay.
Third one, loved
Hang on.
it. Oh, you have opinions.
I have opinions. First one's, when I was a kid, I enjoyed it more. Now it's just kind of, it feels like, the first 2 are probably, my least favorite, just because they're
younger.
Yeah, they feel, and in tone, they're younger too. They have cool imagery too.
Yeah.
But near their climaxes.
Yeah.
Climaxes is where it seems to get really fun, closer to the other types of movies, but still the overall tone.
The CG in the first movie looks like a bad video game.
Yeah.
But it's also
dated.
Great.
It's so dated.
It needs a George Lucas special edition where he goes back and fixes the special effects.
Yeah. Or a final cut or advanced cut.
No, there is another cut of Harry Potter in the Philosopher's Stone, which puts in a bunch of the deleted scenes.
The extended cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't there an extended cut for all of them?
No. You can watch deleted scenes.
I thought
I think people put them in, but it's not an official thing.
I thought there was an official for at least the first 3.
No. I only know of the first one.
Huh.
Because when I was a kid, at the end of the credits...
Yeah.
The after credits scene was the deleted scenes on my VHS tape.
Yeah.
So I'd seen all those scenes, but not in the movie.
Yeah.
And then one day, I was watching it online, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I know these scenes, but these weren't in the movie.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty exciting to me, because I listen to the audiobooks to this day, every day. Right now, I'm listening to Harry Potter 4.
Nice.
Yeah. So third one was the best one. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to rank them yet. Oh, we're on the second one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Chamber of Secrets.
I don't know if I liked it better than the first one. I think I like those two equally.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't like Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
But after the sixth one,
yeah, when
the Chamber of Secrets made more sense again, because we explored why the diary is there, like how that all worked. In retrospect, I liked it way better than I did the first read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But the third one's the best.
Third one is pretty good.
It's got the best director, that's why. He did the best job.
You think so? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I know. So.
Yeah, I like it. I like the third one. Like I said, it's when they start getting serious.
Sirius is in it.
It's all because of Sirius Black that the movies became serious.
Now, the third one, it always feels like, wow, the movie's wrapping up now. Same with the book. Yeah. But then it's like, oh, right, they go back in time.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole other section. I remember reading this book being like, this is reaching the climax right now.
Yeah.
But, love it.
Yeah, I always forget about the time travel parts myself, too.
I like how the world looked. They changed how the castle was from in 2 and 3. Which then, small changes happened, but it pretty much set the tone for the rest of the series, for all the imagery of Hagrid's hut, of how the grounds look.
Yeah.
And, the castle mainly, like the exterior of the castle, that bridge, all that stuff was added from the third one on that wasn't in the first one.
Yeah. And, and the wardrobe's different in that one, too, because it's not quite so costumey and bright colors.
Yeah, it was more like, what would the kids actually wear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or how would they actually wear the same costume, but, like, it's untied, it's loose, whatever.
Yeah.
The fourth one is frustrating for anyone who really loves the book. Like me, that's my favorite book. It's a different story, essentially.
I'm told I think the general consensus is that's the best book, but not the best movie.
Yeah, like it's not up there.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
I've never read the books, so.
But the story, I'm like, the story doesn't make sense because all these things are missing. But if you actually watch the movie without knowing the original Harry Potter story, the movie makes sense within itself. But to the fans who know the story, it doesn't. I applaud it, though. It did take a lot of risks, and I enjoy it very much.
Yeah.
But because it changed the story, it made a lot of changes, which is good. So did 3. Made a lot of changes. 1, 2, and 5, 6, 7 didn't make many changes.
Yeah.
Which is also fine because the books are awesome.
Yeah.
But 4, because it was my favorite book, and it was that one that had all the changes, I was like,
yeah. As someone who never read the books, I thought it was fun.
Oh, it's fun, for sure.
And it all made sense to me. So.
I saw it 4 times in the theaters when it came out. So I saw the third one 3 times. Nice. The fourth one 4 times. The fifth one wasn't that good, so I didn't see it. And I saw the second one 2 times. Like I was like, haha. Yeah. Imagine if I saw the 8th one 8 times. I think I saw it 3 times.
Nice. Okay.
So the 5th one has
hang on. Did I say anything about the 4th?
You did. You said lots.
Oh, right. I just said that. Yeah, the 5th one.
Okay, so the 5th one is a new director, and that's the same director that's to this day in the Harry Potter franchise. So it really, like, the shifts in tone and in costume and set were finally done. This was the final version, which I think was the best version of everything combined together.
Yeah.
Of the casting, of the wardrobe, of the wands, of all that stuff was sort of solidified in the 5th one, and consistent throughout.
Yeah, I thought the 5th one was... Actually, I think... Is that my favorite? No.
There's a plot hole in that one that bothers me to this day.
What's the plot hole?
So...
In the book, too?
It makes sense. No.
Or just in the movie?
So, Luna, Neville, Ginny, Harry, Ron, Hermione have to go to the chamber... have to go to the Order of the Phoenix. I mean, to the Ministry...
Yeah, the Ministry of Magic. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just so excited I'm mixing up my words. Right? So they have to do that. And then in the book, it's because Luna and Ginny help them go to do the fire thing and talk to Sirius, but it's actually Creature.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens in the movie.
They talk to...
They try to go in the fireplace and Umbridge catches them, and then that's how they go find Grop in the forest and centaurs and whatever. Yeah. So, but in that, they never set up Ginny or Luna at all.
Okay.
So it's just Ron, Hermione, and Harry in Umbridge's office, and then all of a sudden it cuts, and Malfoy's dragging Neville in, being like he tried to help the Weasley girl. And it's just like, help her do what? They aren't set up at all. There's a scene missing. It's just all of a sudden they arrested those 3 guys. For no reason. In the book it's set up, but in there, it's not. It's like he was trying to help the Weasley girl. It's like, what? Why was the Weasley girl being arrested?
I thought he said something...
Or not arrested.
Because I remember trying to calm your hatred for the movies the last time we watched them.
It's not a hatred, it's a plot hole.
I remember being like...
You talked me down, but I don't remember what you said.
I don't either. I thought he said something different, was what it turned out to be. Like, they changed the line.
But hear it...
That, or they said it. I think either that, or they gave another explanation. Like, they said what they were trying to do.
I feel like it's still a plot hole. We could try explain it away, the anger. Yeah. But it's still like, shit, made a mistake. That's what it feels like.
Okay. Well, I like the 5th one. It was...
But I mean, the rest of it was great. Umbridge, the casting and all that.
Yeah, it's awesome. One that started feeling... Because the next 3, 4... 3, 2. So this one... 5, the next 3.
7, 8. There's 8. 4. The next 3, yeah.
The next 3 and this one... David Yates... They all felt more connected to each other a bit in tone and everything, and...
Yeah.
That's when... If the last one was when... If the 3rd one was when things started to get serious, the end of the 4th one and this one is when things started to get dark.
And that's how the books are, too. So this actual shift in directors kind of matches the tone shifts in the book, because it's intended sort of you read it at the age that the characters are.
Yeah.
And which I love about those books. Mm-hmm. I grew up with them. But I was 6 when I read the first one. Mm-hmm. Not 11. But close enough. Mm-hmm. What was I going to say? Now, the 5th one, I think, hit all the beats properly. The story made complete sense. Mm-hmm. Unlike the 4th one. I mean, sense to the book, even though the 4th one made sense on its own.
Oh.
Except for that one plot hole.
Okay. Because I was like, made sense. You were just going on 5 seconds ago about a plot hole.
Well, that's just like a little, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of those, like, mistakes.
Yeah.
It feels more like a mistake than, like, a problem, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin it, but just to me, because I know the story so well, it's just something that sticks out.
Yeah.
Now, the 6th one missed the point. The point is to set up all the Horcruxes. They set up one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did basically only do one.
And then all of a sudden Dumbledore takes him on the journey to get the Horcrux, and that's verbatim what happens in the book.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, really close. Just, trimmed for time. But no parts missing.
Yeah.
And it's just Harry being mad at Malfoy, which is true, that happens in the book. But they didn't... They could have set up all the Horcruxes instead of having them as an awkward flashback to a scene that never happened in the 7th one. So, I like that movie. I think it looks cool. I like what they had. But it felt like it was a part missing. Maybe they needed to do that one in 2 parts too, because I think it just got too long.
Yeah. I like the 6th one. I feel like the 5th and 6th kind of blur to me. Like, they feel the same.
Yeah.
Even in story, like, it's like, somebody important died at the end by someone who's also important who killed him.
It was fine. The 6th one was fine. Other than the fact that I just really...
I like the ending to the 6th one.
Dumbledore dying and the Snape stuff.
The Snape stuff. I like that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I'm such a fan of Harry Potter. I can tell when they're going word for word from the book. Mm-hmm. And when they change a word, it hits the ear wrong or change the inflection from the audiobook reader. Mm-hmm. It's an obsession of mine. I've literally listened to them every day since I was 11 years old.
Yeah.
Because it's when I got all my cassettes.
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
I don't know why that was so funny.
No.
So, right, I'm going to just keep talking while you have your laughing fit in the corner over here. Okay, so the 6th...
I think something just hit me.
Mm-hmm. Like a ton of breaks.
Yeah.
Shush. We got 15 more minutes. So.
Well, I'm gonna need more than 15 minutes.
Okay.
So 7.
So then 7 gets split into 7 and 8. Great idea. I feel like 6 had so much content it could have worked as a split, but that would have been so many movies. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have that extra 20 minutes setting up the Horcrux added, and then it would have been 3 hours, and it wouldn't have been good. But
so, did you think it served the story of splitting it in 2?
Oh yeah, I think it served the story really well, and it split in a really good spot.
Yeah,
because that's not halfway through the book; it's 3/4. But the last quarter is when everything goes down. You got the battle, you got breaking into Gringotts, you got all that good stuff. Spoilers, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, all
We've
goes
been
down.
spoiling all these movies, bros. Sifs.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking. Yeah. Anyway,
I liked Deathly Hallows.
7 and 8. I really loved the animated part.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good part.
I like.
There's more animations like that on the Pottermore website I've seen. Yeah, and I like those too.
I really like the Pottermore website ties in tonally with the later series and the current series.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I really do too.
Did they do anything new for this Fantastic Beasts? Because I know in the first around the time that one came out, they introduced the whole Ilvermorny house quiz.
Ilvermorny house.
Yeah.
They didn't introduce something like that, but they're having a mobile game based on it, and the pre-signing up for the game happened as part of the marketing. It's like join the order against Grindelwald. Type thing. So yeah, I've done that. The game's not out yet, or it might be, but I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
I think that's what they did with this one. Is they did a game, like a mobile Pokemon Go type game. I think it is.
Okay.
Not like the story game that's out right now. That's kind of boring.
Yeah. Well, we're back to Deathly Hallows. I really like them. I think as a whole, both those movies are the best. Like, if I had to pick one, probably. Yeah. They're so hard. Probably the last one. Yeah. I think those two movies are the best in my opinion. And
then they're directly tied together. It's literally tied. So they're a really good movie to do a double feature to. Yeah. Yeah. Like the first and second Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah. Your thoughts of Deathly Hallows?
I just really loved it. They didn't miss anything major. When Dobby died, I was so sad. And one thing I've read is that people who've read the books, that was really big. But everyone who watched the movies is like, oh yeah, that thing that was in the movie. But he's been all through the books. Yeah. The house elves are like really underrepresented in these movies. Yeah. They are all over those books. Yeah. That's why they're all over Fantastic Beasts. You just see them everywhere.
Speaking of Fantastic Beasts.
So Fantastic Beasts.
And where to find them.
The first one. it's the name of the book that they hand out in the first year, but never talk about in the series. It's fine, whatever. Anyway,
but it's one that they published in the real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like not really in the books, except it's mentioned on their book list.
Yeah.
In the first book.
Okay. But it's one that J.K. Rowling actually made. Is the thing.
It is. What was I gonna say about that? That feels like the first two movies.
Yeah, and I thought it was like, fine. It felt different. I feel like didn't quite feel like the other Harry Potter movies to me.
It felt like the Harry Potter books. Because I think that was definitely because it was written by J.K. Rowling, whereas none of the other movies were.
Yeah.
But it felt like a Harry Potter book where it goes from whimsy to dark to whimsy to dark.
Yeah.
And the fact that I just wished it was a book and I could have all those, hours of in between descriptions and slower pace, because I was like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
Newt as a character, I kind of like Harry better. Because we don't really know Newt that much. Yeah. But he's our protagonist. But he's like also really skilled.
He's kind of like the doc. He feels
like the doctor.
He is the doctor. He's magical doctor.
But the thing is,
in character,
he's really good at magic. Yeah. And he was expelled in his 5th year. So that doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's not what they said.
It's in Pottermore.
What?
Yeah.
But didn't we see a flashback of past his 5th year?
No.
Oh,
no,
wait,
now you're in fucking spoilers.
I'm just saying a flashback happened. Sorry. We're not in spoilers yet. We're still in the first Fantastic Beasts. I liked it. It was okay. I don't know. I thought it was weaker than the other ones.
I liked it. I liked that it was new stuff. I feel like J.K. Rowling didn't quite grasp America.
Yeah.
Just in the Ilvermorny school system doesn't make a lot of sense for how big the Americas are.
To be fair, that is more Pottermore than in
I know, but it was set up a little bit in this one, and it was for the release of this movie.
Yeah. But
just stuff like that, I really love when they're in Europe.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, and like it felt I think to me it felt too American too to be full Harry Potter. Like,
yeah,
it's whenever you see British shows do like an American season or something, you can tell it's different.
Yeah,
like
it's not a
for
bad
example,
thing. It's
Torchwood.
Just different. Yeah,
their
like
final
Torchwood.
season,
and he's the Doctor.
Oh.
He is the Doctor too, because didn't the 5th Doctor have a little stick in his pocket, the celery stalk?
Yeah, and even that costume is like quirky and kind of like if you went like 5 years ago or something.
I realize you're staring at the
gave
poster.
A picture of of Newt Scamander.
With just replace the wand with a sonic screwdriver.
Or not even do that, because even then that photo it kind of looks like it could be a sonic screwdriver.
Well, that's just what I mean. Just give a character. Yeah, just
give a photo to someone like before Fantastic Beasts came out and be like, hey, this is who your next Doctor is going to be, people from the past. They'll probably believe you.
Oh, I believe it now.
Yeah.
If they just said, oh yeah, no, he is the Doctor. This has been a weird crossover.
The whole time.
The whole time. Because the Harry Potter books are in Doctor Who. They mention them.
Oh. Yeah. Nice. But,
yeah, now let's get into this one because I have a lot to say.
Okay. Now we're into Crimes of Grindelwald. No spoilers.
Yeah.
Overall, what did you think of it?
Overall, I really liked it. I think it was a little better than the first one.
First Fantastic Beasts?
First Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah. I don't know why it's getting so bad reviews, because I thought it felt better than Fantastic Beasts to me.
Because it was definitely more adult.
It might have been just the hype of Fantastic Beasts.
That is true.
Better reviews.
Yeah, I was really hyped up for that one.
Yeah.
And for me, when I'm hyped up for it, I like it less.
Yeah.
So this one, I tried to be as unhyped as possible. Mm-hmm. I had watched barely any trailers. Like, I watched one.
Yeah.
I avoided all the articles and spoilers and rumors. I tried my best.
Yeah.
So I went into it pretty blind and was pretty happy with what I saw.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it did feel darker, as you were saying, and it's very... It feels more like the Harry Potter movies than the last one.
Yeah, it does.
It, like, tonally.
And I think that's because they brought back Hogwarts, they brought back Dumbledore, they brought back, some common names and themes that we'd seen already.
Yeah, and because it's actually, like, even the sets looked more Harry Potter.
And it was... I
think part of that is mostly because it was in Europe again.
Yeah.
A bit of England, a bit of Paris.
Yeah, which is so close together geographically, right?
Yeah.
And I just think it really worked. Like, it hit a lot of good... the story made a lot of sense. Yeah. The story, again, felt like a Harry Potter book versus a movie. Mm-hmm. So maybe, I'd love to see it in a more fleshed out variation as an audiobook.
Yeah.
Not just the script.
Yeah. I liked it. Let's go into spoilers.
Yeah, let's go into spoilers.
The story was very... It had a lot of turns.
And that's just like the Harry Potter books. It takes you one way the whole book, and then you go the other way. That's something she does every time.
But no, it's more like, okay. Turn.
Which was a good thing.
Yeah. Like, you didn't...
It was very interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. It was not a dull story.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the last one was very cut and dry. I was like, oh, you need to stop the Horcrux. Not the Horcrux, that's not the name. The, Obelisk? The guy! In Fantastic Beasts.
Obscurus! And who is the Obscurus?
Yeah, it's like we knew our end goal at the end, but this one was like, oh, they're teaming up. They're also teaming up. It felt kind of a bit more like a TV show and how it, like, splits up the characters a bit and then rearranges a bit.
Yeah.
Like TV.
It would have been a good TV show, like a Netflix series, a 12-hour movie of that story. Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, JK. Give us a Netflix original show and I'll die happy. Like, on the spot. Just finish the series and be like, that's all I needed in my life.
But, it's...
Well, now I just really want that.
Yeah.
With all these streaming services, come on, JK, get on the bandwagon.
Yeah. Well, Warner Brothers has the DC Universe streaming service now.
Oh, was that news?
Not news. It's been out for a bit in the States. I don't know if it's coming here. But the Teen Titans TV show, the new Titans live action show, the new live action show, that's DC Universe, but it's in Netflix everywhere else, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, I like the back to this freaking Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald. I was actually surprised by Johnny Depp's performance. It was better than expected, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
But it wasn't. It also felt like he fit the role well, but it also felt like you could have got someone else to make that role that could have done just as well. Yeah, without it being Johnny Depp. Yeah. Just gonna keep that elephant in the room for those of you who don't know what kind of a person Johnny Depp apparently is. But I really liked the story. I liked all the twists. I was on the edge of my seat. Movies, I never get taken by twists. Hardly ever. In this movie, I was like, what? And Newt as a character started making more sense, too, because we got a more Hip's backstory. Oh, he's always just kind of been drawn more to animals. He feels like autistic. Yeah, he's been... Where he doesn't like the animals, he doesn't make the eye contact, and I don't mean that in a negative way at all. Yeah. He's just he's the outcast, like he's the nerd type. Yeah. Or, not necessarily want to say nerd, but misfit, definitely.
Yeah, misfit.
And then his brother was like super handsome.
Yeah.
I feel like I should know who that actor is because he's.
But he looks just like him, but like more handsome.
Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't like the. Yeah. I had no trouble understanding that these two guys were brothers.
For sure.
Anyone can spot it a mile off. Like I don't think they're really brothers or anything.
Yeah, and the Lestrange stuff.
That was interesting.
Oh, when they revealed that Lestrange's brother.
Yeah, that was her Bugart.
Yeah.
And it was just like the last 20 minutes of this movie, I was like this.
Yeah, but even the story of Lestrange's father was like, oh shit, he's an asshole. No wonder their descendant becomes a Death Eater.
Well, Lestrange is her husband's name. Mm-hmm. In Bellatrix.
I know.
Yeah.
But he's the Death Eater.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, so it's just not a good family all around.
Exactly.
I thought you meant Bellatrix. I'm like, but she was Lestrange by marriage.
No, that's why I said Death Eater.
Yeah, and it all made sense. Too, and Credence is alive, which we all knew because he was all over the promotional material.
Yeah, and I liked how they didn't save that as a twist. It was like the first 5 minutes.
I was like, oh yeah, he's arrived. Everyone knows it. Yeah. And here he is.
Yeah, they didn't like do the whole movie pretending he's dead.
Yeah.
Just to find out.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
I think that's why he was all over the promotional material.
Yeah. Because
it was like, it's no secret he's alive. Jackie's like, no. He's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw that little wisp go away. That's concrete proof that he's totally fine.
Yeah.
But Newt didn't know, which was interesting.
Yeah. But then he knew in the first 5 seconds anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Them telling Newt was us getting to know that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the twist at the end.
So for the last 15 minutes, I was like this. My hands on my face.
Yeah.
Covering my mouth, like, because I saw where it was going as soon as you saw that little baby thing, and I'm like, it's got red feathers. It's got red feathers. It's a phoenix.
Yeah.
And then it was Dumbledore's brother, but Dumbledore has brother, it's not Aberforth. We know Aberforth. It's not Ariana, but his name started to sound like that. Sort of. What was his name? But it was something like with an A.
Yeah, it was something.
And I was like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming, but it's totally JK. She set it up in the first act just like she always does. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there's a saying in my family. I thought they were setting that up just like, oh, how did Dumbledore get his phoenix?
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too. But...
And so you dismiss it. But she knew we would think that, Sarah. She knew that. And so she made it the twist.
Yeah.
I'm applauding you at J.K. Rowling. Love it. Love it. His name was what?
I don't...
it's because they don't want the spoiler out there.
I thought IMDb would put it because they often spoil things like that.
Oh. But that's so interesting.
By listing who the cast is.
But it's so setting me up for the next one.
Yeah.
I thought these might get stale, pretty quick. But no. No, this installment is definitely breathing it into life again.
Yeah, and it feels like a life of its own, and it feels like it's following similar beats.
Yeah.
In how it's evil dictator, fascist type.
He's got a different philosophy than Voldemort.
But a similar philosophy.
But way more likable. Way more... Voldemort's super evil.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy...
is a little more charismatic.
Charismatic. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Or Voldemort's like, no, we're just gonna murder all the mudbloods.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
For sure.
Wipe them out. He's like, oh no, what I want is just for us to be free. When that's his method. Which is what he got from Dumbledore. So it works so well for a fan who's read those books and read about him in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So it's and I'm like, I could see myself getting taken in by some of these philosophies and how dangerous that can be, right? Yeah. And it's just like, Wow. Powerful stuff there. Whereas Voldemort's like, ha ha ha, I'm a snake.
Yeah. I'm a snake.
Okay,
let's talk about snakes. Nagini.
I felt that it added nothing to the story.
Okay.
Like, why? Just leave her out.
I think I don't know. I liked her as a character.
It wasn't bad, but it was like
I liked how she's like, how it felt like a inevitable tragedy.
Yeah, because we know that she becomes Voldemort's snake.
Because we know that she becomes a snake. Period.
Oh yeah.
Like that, they kind of set it up as if that's the last, like, the end of her basically.
Yeah.
Is when she finally becomes a snake.
Yeah, no, like, it wasn't bad, but I was also, like, because there was some controversy, I'm like, you know what I mean?
Well, the little bit of controversy was more just because, oh, why is she Asian and a bad guy?
Oh. But still, like, no, but fans being like, what, Nagini was a person before?
Yeah.
Nagini's, I don't know. For me, I was not a question I was asking. But Dumbledore's backstory and his time with Grindelwald? Yes, I'm down for that.
Okay, speaking of Dumbledore and Grindelwald.
Definitely gay.
Yes.
They don't say it, but they never say that kind of stuff in Harry Potter anyway.
Yeah, that's
sexuality
why
at all.
I don't know, I was a little disappointed that they didn't make it explicit.
But they said we were more than brothers, and then they did that blood pact thing.
It was heavily hinted at.
But that's all it's been in Harry Potter as well, so
yeah.
It's following the tone correctly, and it's leaving it open for them to do more later as we see more.
Yeah. Unlike the Severus and Albus love connection.
That they just trash at the end.
Sorry, that made me mad. I read that. That's the one Harry Potter book I've read.
Oh my god, that's the one Harry Potter book you've read. And you read it aloud in funny voices.
Yes, because I'm an actor, and it's a script.
I just watched. I just listened. I've had 2 different people read the whole thing to me.
Nice.
Not even like an audiobook. Like 2 people sat there and read the physical book to me. Yeah, I'm very lucky.
It's great.
I'm a lucky man.
But no, overall fantastic. What was we talking about? I was disappointed. I thought that it was another one of Hollywood just kind of teasing and hinting and then pulling back at last second.
I don't think I think this one they haven't pulled back. I think they heard the fans being like, no, he has to be gay, and then fixed it, but didn't have it to
They didn't have the balls to go all out,
which I think they will in the next one.
Possibly.
If they don't, I'll be more disappointed. This one gave me enough to keep me satisfied.
Yeah, we do know we'll get more Dumbledore.
And if we get... And I get what they meant by sensual scenes, as it was described.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked. But if that's as far as they ever go, it won't be far enough.
Yeah.
They don't have to go, like, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, a little more.
Yeah.
But
just a kiss.
Just a kiss.
Just a kiss.
Kiss is all we need.
Yeah.
I really hope they do more in Hogwarts stuff.
Yeah.
I really like the new uniforms. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. I like it. I like how,
Or should we say old uniforms?
Ooh, prequel. Prequel jokes.
No. What were you gonna say?
I hope we get more of that.
Yeah.
There was rumors that there were going to see Beauxbatons, and we didn't do that.
Yeah.
So
I would like to see... I'd like to see them with this series go around the world in...
or around Europe, at least.
Like, I'd like to see them go around the world in the magical community, though. That's what I want from this series, because the last one... America.
Oh, yeah.
This one...
England and France.
France was more the big one because we've already seen the English magical world.
Yeah.
So next one, Japan. We know there's a community down there.
And Grindelwald did most of his stuff abroad.
Yeah.
So even for the fans that go into Durmstrang school, seeing another wizarding school would be cool.
Yeah. Because
we hear about Ilvermorny and stuff, but actually going, because Grindelwald went to Durmstrang.
Yeah.
Got expelled from there. So if they do maybe a backstory scene about that in one of the next 3 movies. Yeah. That would be cool to see, because that's something we know about. But that would never been in the film universe.
Yeah.
More about young Grindelwald and Dumbledore.
Yeah, I'd like to see more flashbacks.
And of course, it's going to end. The series is going to end with their massive battle.
Yeah.
So we already know that's coming.
Yeah.
So if that happens in the next movie, we don't know what the other 2 will be. I think it'll be in the 5th one. So we do know that there's space for them to do those things, to flesh out those backstories. It's not like he's off to the fight right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's obviously more things if they're doing it that way. I don't know. Maybe they're doing 2 movies after he fell. Or young Tom stuff, because it's getting into that when he's gonna be alive soon.
Well, when was that?
I don't know.
The war thing.
Oh, the war thing. So what was interesting is that they imply that World War II happened because Grindelwald didn't win, because he had a prophecy about how the world was turning in.
No, like the big battle you were talking about just 5 seconds ago.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Dumbledore defeats Grindelwald.
When is that?
I don't know what year that's in.
But it's before Tom Riddle or after Tom Riddle?
Before.
Okay, so if that's the... Why would we see young Tom Riddle?
Well, I'm saying if they go after that, what happens next?
That would be the next...
The next phase.
Yeah. I feel like the next phase would be post-Harry Potter.
No, I mean if they keep it before Harry Potter.
Yeah.
If you finish the Grindelwald stuff, what comes next? There's no Dark Wizard, and then there's Voldemort.
Yeah.
So there's not like they can make stuff after Grindelwald without going into Voldemort stuff.
Yeah, unless they go after Potter.
Yeah, unless they go after Potter,
and
which...
That's what I'm feeling this series is. Like, I feel like it's being doing what Star Wars is doing, but on like a bigger scale. Yeah. And how there's 9 or 8 movies and then 5 movies. And then the next 5 or so will be a sequel.
I really hope they just retcon that whole
Cursed
Child. I would like whole new story, but we know those characters are pre-established because they're in 7, right? The end of 7.
So let's talk about Grindelwald.
They just need to rehash that whole story. Yeah.
World War II. Yeah.
So he's showing a prophecy of the atom bomb.
Yeah,
and it's like, damn, that's a really good reason.
That wasn't in the crystal ball, was it? No.
No, when he's breathed out from the skull, he's showing his vision, so he must have fortune-telling powers, seer's abilities.
Yeah,
that's what I was like.
Some kind, yeah.
So that was like, damn, because we know that happened, so we know he loses.
Yeah,
which is cool. Like, so that was cool, and then Queenie gets suckered in because like that. It's really scary for that time. Muggles, wouldn't have been able to do anything too drastic.
Yeah.
And the Wizarding War and World War I happened were also together. Like that was a wizard as well. It's World like War
One.
Yeah, so they know World War II is going to be. It's in the Pottermore stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how Theseus is a war hero because he was in World War One.
Yeah. Well, I figured they were in the war, but I didn't think they're. But it's not a separate World War?
No, it's just together.
Oh, they're just fighting with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was the Muggle was warring and the Wizards warring. I think I haven't read like there's not a bunch about it. So then that would also be bad for the Wizards. It would be World War II, which is coming up. In this time period, we know it's that lull between those two things.
Yeah. What's another thing that? I like the Queenie and what's-his-face relationship again.
Yeah, and I like that she used the love potion on him, but he still loved her when he was disenchanted.
I was kind of confused. The Strange at the end, was he... When she looked like she was about to join him, and then, like... What was it she actually did?
I think she was trying to sacrifice herself for them, but it wasn't
didn't
clear.
Work.
No, she did.
I knew she was trying to, but like it looked like
she died.
They still she died, but it looked like they still had to stop it in the end too. The fire.
I think it bought them time, and then Merlin showed up. Not Merlin. Sorry, Nicholas Flamel.
Yeah. He's basically merman.
Merman?
Merman. I used to think the Philosopher's Stone was made by Merlin.
Yeah, I think they're related characters in mythology.
Yeah.
But he was so old and he was running so slow. And see, that's Harry Potter. It can be like defeating like this darkest wizard ever that killed a baby. Oh, look at this old man run really funny. And that's what I love about Harry Potter, that tonal like swapping.
Yeah.
Where it's like, really mature children's story, essentially, is what it is.
Like life, where tones can be really funny one moment and then, oh shit, someone's dead.
Or like he pulls that horrible worm out of his eye and he's like, calamari.
I love that.
And then he was calling him calamari. Like,
yeah,
it was great. Like, but you can have that and the next scene them be like melting main characters.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, burning them in that blue fire.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you hope to see in the next movie?
I said that.
Oh.
I hope we see Durmstrang. I hope we see more of Dumbledore and Grindelwald's relationship. I hope Newt's there because he's great. Yeah. Some Niffler babies. I want to see more like Niffler teenagers, like like Groot.
Oh.
Groot.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Like, how we saw little Groot and then we saw like child Groot and then he was like teenage Groot. Be like that with the Nifflers.
Okay.
And I think the Niffler's cool. And also, I'd really like to know why Newt is so fucking good at magic. You can do all this crazy stuff that, like, is, like, out of the normal range of magic.
Yeah. Interesting.
Explore more backstories, more flashback stuff. Just the story of, oh my god, he's whatever Dumbledore. Like, is he the oldest one? Is he the youngest one? If he's in the middle one, Dumbledore knows about him.
He looks too young to be older than Dumbledore.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, how does he fit into the family tree?
Yeah.
Probably younger than Ariana then.
Yeah.
Or a twin of Ariana
would be already dead, right?
Yeah. He said he lost a sister. Now, I really just hope it's like, oh, she wasn't Ariana, it was this guy. And, like, they change that. I hope they don't change that. Because Ariana was a Obscurus.
Yeah.
So it makes sense if they were twins or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they thought he died or something.
Yeah.
Can't handle two Obscuruses in the home. Like, thought he also, like, when he was a kid or something.
Yeah, and didn't that basket have 2 babies in it when she switched it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Did it? Isn't that one of those movies I have to watch again?
Yeah.
Not just because it was good, but because it was so packed full of story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And things happening and craziness, and I'm just like, I really need to see this one other time.
Yeah, I feel like we've been all over in this. We weren't talking about it linearly
I know. It's just because it's just so good.
Yeah.
The final verdicts. Go see it.
Yeah. Support
this movie. It's way better than its Rotten Tomatoes. No, I mean, like, if people stop going to see it, then they won't make them anymore.
Oh. I think it still get a pretty good box office opening weekend.
But it had some bad Rotten Tomatoes reviews.
Yeah. I think it's done pretty good. It's Harry Potter. I feel like it's like Star Wars. Anything you do is going to sell.
It's not as big as Star Wars, but it's definitely got it.
It's really starting to get there.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love it that much. And when I loved it, when I was a kid, like, yeah, it was big, but it's not like every kid in my class was super into it. There was like me and one other kid that were like super into it, but like 5 kids that were super into Star Wars.
Yeah. And part of me felt like watching it, I was like thinking, I just realized something. This is like, it felt kind of like Marvel too, because it felt like its own, it was very much its own thing, but it was like the Fantastic Beasts series is different than the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
So it felt like a Marvel movie in the same world as these other movies, but not directly connected.
Yeah, it was great. I say go see it. Be hyped about it. Read the screenplay book if you like to read.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
Film wizardry. I'm just looking at the bookshelf now.
All right, let's wrap up. Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at CauseWeCan3, www.causewecancommentaries.com. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.